that should work. Alright. 1 second while that's going. Let's. Get some of this stuff set up. Who's on here? Hey, Dons. Hopefully I don't look too bad for literally like 3 hours sleep. Maybe 4 hours since Friday. So hopefully I don't look too much like shit. Yeah, it's bloody cold here. I've got the heater on out there. It's just me at home now because Blaze is off doing night shift. So I'm trying to get... got to try and get something on printing. Hopefully. Might as well do some work since I can't sleep. Feed the fishies. Ugh. Literally the last couple of days has just been shit. Scotch. No, I went through a quarter of a bottle last night. Plus a couple of beers. I'm just going to bring this up. So yeah, quarter bottle of scotch, a few beers, didn't help. Tablets slowly helped, but makes us a little bit higher. So I'm just quickly getting a couple of things set up. I need to get some stuff printing since I haven't done any printing for a couple of days. Actually, I haven't done any printing for like a week. So, g'day Alpha, and now Dana's bloody messaging me while I'm on the live stream. Hello from Guten Tag. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on mobile, comments and... Yeah, 3 hours isn't much, I admit. But I can't sleep at the moment. It's just been hell. So the kids are staying with their mum tonight, and then I'm picking them up tomorrow morning. After I pick Blaze up, picking them up about 10 o'clock. Tomorrow. Should I go gold first? Yeah, I'll go gold first. So yeah, I'll be picking them up tomorrow. 10 o'clock, and then I've taken 2 days off of work, so I'll have the kids for the 2 days. Trying to see if I've got bring comments over here. So what's new? Alpha and Dons, what's going on? What's new? I'm waiting for to see if anyone else jumps on, and hopefully you can hear me all right from here. And I'm going to let you know some stuff that I'm kind of getting in the works and I'm planning on doing, and I'm kind of, sort of in a way, a little bit taken DALP in a bigger, different direction to what it is now. Let's head that up so we'll push some of this through. So yeah, I'm kind of planning on taking DALP from where it is now in another direction, and hopefully making it a lot better than what it is. So same thing here, borrowing stuff. Cool, you can hear me alright, that's good. So yeah, I'm working on the new products, as you know, the Joker donuts. I haven't got them up on the website just yet. I've got a couple ready to go. I just got to do the photos and edit them and put them up. Working on another batch. I run out of resin, so I've actually got half of it done. Another batch of the Jokernuts, but yeah, I'm waiting. I've just ordered some more resin, so I'm waiting for that to come in, which should be this week. Hopefully, it'll arrive. So I can get those up on the website and start getting them sold. These are still popular as anything. The Slim Jim bands, I always wear mine. I always have mine on now. It's with me all the time. So, you know, very, very helpful piece of equipment to have. Dana, I'm doing a live stream. She knows that. I said I was going to. Oh shit. Come on, push through. There we go. Woohoo! Right. String freaking everywhere. Deliveries will probably be slow. They're already freaking slow. I mean, really slow. I'm still waiting on one piece of equipment I ordered like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. Something like that. It was meant to have been here last week. Still not here. And the thing is, it's not through tracking either, it's through standard post, so... That shit was creaking. Got stuff falling off the bloody side. Which came in. Electronic microscope for key impressioning, forensics, looking at pins, which is what I'm going to talk about soon. Cover all this stuff. But that come in, which is good. Ordered that the other week as well. But yeah, at the moment, deliveries are so freaking slow. Australia Post is just beyond a joke. Really is. Really, really is. Yeah, that's the microscope that we spoke about in the live stream that I did last time I was in here until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, getting shit done. Or was doing work, and then we decided to do some key impressioning and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll probably look like shit. But that's what happens when you don't sleep for 2 days. 3 days. Since Friday. Actually, I haven't really slept since Thursday night. But hopefully the way things are going, and my plan, which I'm trying to push at the moment and get everything set up and I'm going for, which kind of took a bit of a detour this weekend because of events that happened. Hence why I haven't slept. I don't need that one on the moment. So, I am planning... Oh, I just dropped down 2 people watching. 3 people watching. That was weird. There 1 second, then gone the next. So, I have a idea and a plan which I've kind of already put in motion. So if you're actually observant and you actually go and check out the website, the About section... Yeah, you definitely need your beauty sleep. I know, right? So if you're observant and you go and check out the website, I've already changed the About section on there last week. End of last week, I changed the About section of it and kind of put in what it is I do and more about where I'm planning on going with DALP, like the Dark Arts Lockpicking. So I've got that in the works. I've also, if you're observant, and go and check out the About section on YouTube here for my channel, I've also changed all that as well, and kind of put it in the same words as what I've got for the website's about section. So I've got a lot in the works that's I'm planning on doing, and I want to make it sound more professional because I'm actually going to take this to the more professional level. My live streams will still be the same shit that you always fucking see. I'll still be the same, arsehole I always am. I don't hide who I am. I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not. It's just, yeah. I have to check out your info later. Yeah, so I changed it all. The other thing I did put in as well in my about section on the YouTube here was a disclaimer, pretty much. It states... What is it? Why the hell is it printing like that? No, remember what I'm printing. So I put in a disclaimer statement, that my videos are for educational purposes only. Don't go using what I teach as to, I don't endorse or recommend doing illegal activities, or using what I show you as for, criminal purposes. Just as a cover, you can never be too fucking safe. And it's just true. So, that's why another thing that I've updated on the YouTube here, just as a little legal disclaimer to cover my ass and stuff like that. So, big bosses recommend it, so it's what I'm doing. Big bosses being, reading into this shit and what other people recommend. And it's a good way to cover yourself, so always put it in, your about section. If you do teach people what I teach people, and stuff like that, it's good just to cover your butt. So, well, my videos they are for educational purposes only. I don't teach people to go and break into buildings just because they can. In an emergency situation, it's fine. If it's like life or death, you have to break through a door. Well then, you can use what I teach you, but that's not what this channel is about, and it's not what this channel recommends. Although, my plan is, what I'm doing is that I'm expanding DALP, so I'm making DALP bigger than what it already is. I'm kind of taking the brand, which we've begun as a Locksport channel. This is what this channel began with. It's what it started off as. It's just a basic Locksport channel where I did lock picking and a couple of basic lock bypasses. Just some real basic stuff like using combs for lock bypassing and stuff like that. It then started to, change and adapt, and the channel's kind of just grown and evolved in its own way. Over the time, I started doing reviews. And then I started diving into more, and the more I got into picking and, looking at locks and security and stuff, the more I started looking into other forms of security and everything around to numb down the 3 viewers. People must find this boring, or they're having trouble, I don't know, let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I'm going to be taking it up in a new direction. So the website kind of states about it, where I now, as you know, I focus a bit on product development, like the tactical glow, the Joker nuts that I've got, Joker donuts, the Viking Slim Jim band. So I'm doing the product development and coming up with ideas for covert carry devices and stuff like that. I do the key cutting, I do the RFID programming. I'm going to be incorporating all this into what I do videos on and stuff like that. So I'm not just going to focus, and I'm not just going to be a Locksport channel anymore. I'm going to start teaching people all the other stuff that I learn and that I do and look at and find interesting that has to do with security and technology and stuff like that. So I'm not just going to be a basic Locksport channel anymore that just picks locks and does a few basic bypasses. I'm going to start diving and showing you and bringing in more electronic devices for hacking and stuff like that. I've just finished building my DALP. I'm actually waiting for a new aerial, which is a video I just recorded. last week. I haven't had a chance to edit it all and put it together just yet because of shit I had going on this weekend. That's why I look like crap. My PTSD has been set off pretty bad this weekend, I have to admit. So much so that I actually was in the supermarket doing shopping today and burst into tears because I heard beeping. Yeah, big shit going on. So yes, Don, so there's a lot more to security. So I'm going to start diving into the hacking of Wi-Fi and the devices. I've actually got a device coming over at the moment. It's getting posted off today, which is a Punagotchi, which is used for stealing Wi-Fi handshakes. So I'm going to explain all this stuff, the deauthors and how you can use deauthor stuff to disable Wi-Fi security cameras. I'm going to be going over other forms of security other than just locks. So we're going to dive into not just that, but situational awareness about, when you look at a door, what can we find with the door to, try and bypass locks. Other methods, be looking at other tools such as the under the door tool, J tools, using magnets to bypass stuff. I'm just going to dive into everything. So not just basic picking of locks. I'm going to start explaining and going through everything, not just the product development. We're going to look at lock forensics with key pins and determining which ones have been picked, which ones haven't. Just showing you that it does leave evidence. All this stuff that I find interesting. More covert carry options, master keys and stuff like that. I'm going to focus a little bit, look into bumping locks a bit more and the bump key sets that I sell. Just anything and everything I find interesting about security and what I do. We'll look at RFIDs and go over, the basics of that and stuff. So everything to do with security, everything that I find interesting, I'm going to start incorporating into the videos. Now we're getting into the better weather as well. I'll be able to start getting back to offering my services out in the public, which is another thing that I've put up, on the website, If you see me out in public, if you're ever in Ballarat, I don't hide where the fuck I am. I don't hide what my real name is. Everyone knows me. Some people can't fucking pronounce it right, which is fucking funny. I can start. If you see me out in public, I've always got the fucking hat on. Go and say hi. Don't be afraid or something like that. I do offer my services out in the public, which is the key cutting and RFID programming. So when I do the markets, I have the stall set up there, which I'm going to be getting back into now that my big brother, I actually just helped him last night set up his big gazebo. Modding Android devices into hacking devices. It depends. If I start learning about that stuff and getting into it a bit more, then I will. I know I actually have hacking stuff on my tablet, which I'll give you a quick little look today as well of my EDC bag that I'm working on. It's still not finished yet. This is my EDC bag that I carry literally every fucking day. It comes with me everywhere. Except for the hospital, I didn't take it in there. And I also took out one thing that I also carry on me every single day, which is part of my EDC, which is on my belt, which is another thing I'm working on. We'll look at everyday carry items, stuff that, is very handy to have, stuff that does more than just one thing. So, I'm going to start diving into all this stuff. And I've got, I believe it's Termix, T-U-R-E-X or M-X, T-U-M-X, E-X, something. I can't remember exactly, but it's kind of like hacking software for computers, but for Androids. It's a bit of fun to play around with. It really is. So I've got that set up on my tablet, plus Wi-Fi analyzers and stuff like that. But I'll be going over and looking into deauthors more now that I've got my monster back. Since I broke my last one, I accidentally smashed the screen. I just built a new one, and I have modified the case and put a big aerial on, which if you on Facebook, you'll see. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see it up on there. I actually carry it every single day with me in my bag. So I'll give you a little glimpse of it before it comes out with the video. But this is my new modified Monster de-author. So it's got a bigger aerial on it, and I actually don't even know what DB aerial this one is. The parcel I'm still waiting on is actually a 18 dB aerial, so it'll put out more power than what this one does. But yes, I always carry my de-author around with me. Great for disconnecting devices from Wi-Fi. Don't use it illegally. Don't use it on stuff that you don't have permission to use it on. 18 dB is a lot. Yeah, that's why I've ordered one for this. I can watch packets of data getting sent across. I can send out beacon attacks, or beacons, which is putting out fake Wi-Fi signals. Like there's routers all around. I have fun with that one. So anyone that's out within the radius of where I am, if I launch the beacon attack on here, and they check their Wi-Fi's, it comes up with names of all the Wi-Fi routers around you that you can connect to. So I've got like free Wi-Fi. I've got, but just for fun, I have like Hackers International. What else is it? Police surveillance vehicle, undercover cop car 1. Just a bit of fun. I change them when I'm out in public as well through the tablet. So I pair the tablet with this, and I can change it and actually communicate with somebody out in public using Wi-Fi's or using another device and stuff like that, other than just sending text messages. It's a lot of fun. I know a mate of mine actually over in America, when he's out and stuck in traffic, he uses one of these and he transmits zombie attacks up ahead and stuff like that. That's Aaron. So very, very handy piece of kit. And yeah, I printed a new case and spray painted it, put glow-in-the-dark powder all over it so it actually glows overnight. But a lot of fun, and I'm going to dive into this more on it. I didn't do the best video, I'd admit. So I'm going to dive into these a bit more, as well as the Punagotchi when that arrives and how it steals Wi-Fi handshakes, and then you can actually put them onto your computer using software. You can start to decode and crack Wi-Fi passwords and then stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun and something really interesting to actually dive into as well. So that's, again, I do not just lock sports. I don't even know if I call myself a lock sporter anymore, really. More like a security tester, an explorer, because I'm into electronic security now, not just lock picking, which a lot of channels, are. So I carry that. I always have my de-author on me. I just love using it, and I'm so glad I got my Monster back, a new one, which I've just had to modify as well, which you'll see in the video. It's like nearly a half-hour video, I think it was, putting that all together. So I do carry that every day, as well as my pen testing. Exactly, this is like Wi-Fi physical pen testing with computers and stuff. So not only do I carry that, as you know, I have my tablet. I carry that with me every single day as well. It goes in my Edc bag that we're going to have a look at. This is just a little bag that I bought, sling it over my shoulder. It's just handy, comes in helpful. In the back compartment, it's only got a couple of compartments in it, and this isn't actually fully finished off yet. That's why I'm waiting on some stuff to come in. I'm also waiting on what's called a Wi-Fi armadillo, which the guy who's built the Punagotchi for me actually built this one as well, which I'll cover and stuff like that. And he's actually going to be making and selling the Punagotchis as well on Instagram. So I always carry a little notebook. It just comes in handy when you need to write shit down. A helpful little piece of kit, which we all have notebooks, or whenever we need a piece of paper, you never bloody have one on hand. It's just helpful to have. But normally that and my tablet sits in the back compartment. The front one, the middle one, I have the de-author. And this isn't fully finished yet, as I'm saying. I've got more products on the way, which is going to be going into here. I also carry this is actually the wrong one they sent me. The new one is getting sent out. I ordered a ESP32, and they sent an ESP32 but the wrong fucking one. I was meant to get one that you can actually plug in an external aerial into, which is why I got the cable and everything with it. That's an 8 dB aerial which goes in the DALP. So I'm going to carry a couple of different DALPs. 8 butcher's block. I'm going to carry a couple of DALP aerials, so the 8 dB, that one, and the even bigger one, the 18 dB that I've got in the way. But this is the 32, which is like a Wi-Fi or signal booster. It's also a microcontroller, so you can actually plug it in and control lights and devices through using Wi-Fi, or through your phone using Wi-Fi channels or signals. So this is the one they sent me, which isn't the one I actually ordered. So it runs off micro USB, and I ordered one that you can actually plug an aerial into. This actually has a built-in aerial, so this black bit right on the end here is actually the built-in aerial. So they sent me the wrong one. I sent them the photos, what I ordered, and they said they're sorry, so they sent me the new one, which I can actually plug in. So I'm going to go through this stuff. I'm still waiting, which I've ordered in. I've also got my a DALP for my son for Christmas. He wants to get into hacking and learn about that, so I've actually just bought him one of them, which I'll print a case for him in whatever colour he wants, and start teaching him about, Wi-Fi security and hacking Wi-Fi using DALP devices and how to send out fake Wi-Fi signals and all that stuff. I've got another thing to do with the ESP32s. I've actually got ESP32 cameras on the way. So they are small, little compact cameras that you run off USB. You can hide them somewhere, put them in something, and then you can actually pick up their Wi-Fi signal. They put out, like the DALP puts out its own Wi-Fi signal that you can communicate with through technology like a phone or a tablet. I've got some cameras on the way. I ordered 2 of them. We could play around with security and stuff like that, which actually run off of run off the Wi-Fi signals the same as the DALP. So that's another thing that's going to be going into this bag when it arrives, and stuff that we can have some fun with, and learn about more security stuff, about wireless cameras that you have around. The other thing I always carry, because it comes in handy for charging the phones or charging the DALP or the tablet or running any of the electronics that I carry. Everything I carry, I try and run off USB power. So I've got a little USB power pack. Comes in handy whenever I use it. As soon as I finish using it, I put it on charge when I get home, and then it's good to go. Other thing is a camera, which isn't just a normal camera. I had some fun with this and actually I pulled it apart. So this is an old Samsung digital camera. It's like 10.2 megapixels, CS15 integrated LCD. So yeah, little digital camera. It's got SD card in. I took the battery out so they don't go flat. This isn't just any normal digital camera. What I actually ended up doing with this one is I took the infrared filter off of it. So over the actual lens side, you can't really see all that much. It looks very similar. You can't really see much through this, but that's kind of trippy actually. I removed the infrared filter off of it, so it actually shoots with infrared light. It will actually pick up night vision that comes out, say like a security camera like the one I've got sitting up here, the Wi-Fi one, puts out when you're in the dark a infrared light. This will actually see that infrared light and pick it up, so you can actually, if you've got an infrared light, you can take nighttime photos using this with black lights or infrared. It also pick up the ultraviolet. You can also see so it's actually quite a handy little piece of equipment. People that are Ghostbusters, they actually use the same thing. They call it multi-spectrum camera, but it's actually not. Just because you remove an infrared lens or filter off of a digital camera does not make it multi-spectrum. But it does come in bloody handy. The only thing is you don't get colour. Everything's like pinky coloured because of infrared lights. So it is the same sensor, yeah. I mean, some phones you can see infrared lights through the lens in night mode and stuff like that, but this, you can't actually see night vision kind of thing, whereas this can. Great if you're trying to see where security cameras are that put out night vision. You can actually see them glowing through this from a distance and stuff like that. So, handy little piece of kit to build. And if I can get my hands on another really cheap digital camera, I'll actually show you one day how to remove the infrared filter off of it without damaging it, and have yourself a little multi-spectrum camera, they call it. But that's another one that goes in my EDC bag because it comes in handy. Another new toy that I just bought, which cost me $15. I actually have the packaging here, which I used it when I built modified Mod the Author. Because you've got to remove a resistor off this to have the aerial work at its optimal capacity. Is again EDC run off power packs off the small one. The USB is a little USB soldering iron. Itty bitty soldering iron. So actually it works really bloody well for the price, $15. From one of the people like my photo on Instagram. I've been actually quite frequently posting up on Instagram lately, so if you follow me on there, you will have seen it. If you haven't, go and check me out. So a little helpful USB soldering iron. So literally, it just the cable plugs in the back, like that. Plug it in. You can run off your laptop, USB power pack. You have soldering iron everywhere you go. Comes in handy, so that's why I always carry one. And I've got the big one down there which I use, and I used it when I modified my key cutting machines and stuff. But having a little USB powered one is very handy to have on hand. The other thing you can't actually really see, but it's actually on the bag, so I can plug my power pack that I carry into the bag, and I actually have a USB cable that runs up and in. So this little port on the side just in, you can kind of see the USB sticking out. So I can literally have it all sitting in my bag, plug a cable into here, and then power stuff from the bag, which all runs off that. So that's in there. Another thing which I just got in, which I will be, actually here's a cable, as you can see. Another thing I just got in, which I've been playing around with, and we'll do a video on and we'll look into, is a little bug finder. So this actually finds listening devices that are wireless, GPS tracking, anything that puts out a wireless signal. Yeah, I have quite a few ideas. I've been doing a lot of stuff recently. As I was saying, all took a hit on Friday night. That's why I look like shit, because for freaking 3 hours sleep, maybe 4 hours since Friday, since Thursday night. But this little, bug finder for GPS devices, anything that puts out a wireless signal. So if you go into motel rooms, you don't know if people are going to be recording. You can find, unless they're actually wired in, then you can still find them using this. But say they've got a little small wireless Wi-Fi controlled, like the little ESP32 cameras that I've got coming in. So they've got one of them hidden in a flower pot or hidden in a smoke detector. This thing can sniff it out. The other thing you can do is using the lights that are on this. So if I turn the lights on, you can actually see they kind of, it glows. You can actually use that and look through that little red lens, which you can kind of see. It's actually picking up my phone. You can look through that with those lights flashing and any little camera. So if it's hidden in something, like you can't actually see it, won't pick it up, you can actually look through this with that flashing red light and it will pick up and glow really bright. So you can actually see hidden cameras. The lenses will reflect using these lights and this red filter, and it just makes it glow like a torch kind of point back at you. So if they don't put out a infrared light, which you can pick up with this, because it's hidden in, say, a speaker or something like that, there's no, you know, infrared lights for night vision. This, you can still find it by looking through there with those lights flashing. So another little handy piece of kit, which again you can power off of USB, and I'll be playing around with it and we'll look into it because it comes under security and being safe and stuff like that. That's another thing I carry in there, which is everything that goes in the front compartment here at the moment, or the middle one. How much was that? You get them on eBay. Look up look up bug detectors. This is the CC308 Plus. The range anywhere from $20, $15 up to, I saw one of these for like 60, 70 bucks and 80 bucks or 100 and something dollars. So they do range, so try and find a good price. Some of them come from China. This one actually come from Australia, so it's all good. That's everything in the middle compartment at the moment because I'm still waiting on products to arrive. As I was saying, in the next compartment, a few other handy little things to carry on you. Little wireless earbuds for when I want to listen to music or block people out. Run off Bluetooth. If I want to listen to my white noise generators and stuff. Just a nice little set of, you know, wireless earbuds so you can listen to music or YouTube videos in peace and quiet. I always carry them. A little USB multi pack so I can actually, for example, plug this into the power pack and power multiple USBs off of it. Comes in handy. Cable for the tablet to charge that on my phone, whatever I need to, through that little USB. Headphones, which actually go to the bug detector, so if you don't want to put out that you're searching for bugs with that noise that it puts out, you can actually use headphones to listen to it. That's the cable for charging it. A little phone cable always comes in handy whenever you need one of these. I've also got a pen tester phone on the way. Well, not really a pen tester phone. It's a dear little phone, so it's like a little keypad, small one, which you actually plug a headset in. You can use this, plug it into any of the landlines, and then dial out through it, kind of thing, as long as it's working. One of the Deviant's videos that he recently put out about the updated elevator one, he talks about one of them, and I've been trying to find one. A mate in America found it, and I said to him, can you order me one? I'll pay for it, plus the shipping and everything as well to send it over. So I've got that on the way, which will be going into here, so I can actually use landlines to call through, and stuff like that. So another handy bit of kit. Plus a little cloth, little plastic container to put stuff in, and the little holder. Hey Chris Capoon, the little holder for the soldering iron. So that all goes in that pocket. Again, all helpful and handy little bits and pieces and cables to carry. And then right in the front, in the very front one, I actually have my Dark Arts patch on here that was made for me. I literally have a traveller's hook. So I carry a Sparrow's one in there. Comes in handy at work. A little one of those quick locks, so the portable door locks if I need to lock a door. You know, public bathroom or something's not locking properly. I actually have one of these which I carry in the front. Plus, couple little screwdrivers, bits and pieces that come in handy for those tiny, mainly for fixing glasses of residents at work and stuff like that. The small one, I'm dropping shit everywhere. A cigarette lighter, which I don't smoke but comes in handy. Little ratcheting screwdriver, again comes in handy. Panadol when I'm at work. little permanent texter, again, comes in handy. And another permanent texter, which isn't a permanent texter, but a little lockpick set for covert carry. So that all, yeah. So this is my EDC bag that I carry literally every day. It's still not finished, as I was saying. I've got a lot of products on the way to go in here. I've got a set of trauma shears on the way, and ultraviolet light, some more hacking equipment and everything. So all this stuff is coming. So my EDC bag will be more complete than what it is for hacking and bypassing basic locks and stuff like that. All lots of fun stuff. So yeah, that's that. Let me get this all back in here. So yeah. Oh, Daryl, I saw you were on here. Where are we, Daryl? Yes, you're still there. What am I missing? Just found a little picker for 15. Get one. It's actually a lot of fun. Well, late, but just not sure. I don't know what time it is in America. I'm sorry I didn't call you Friday night, Daryl, like I was going to when I got home from work. I didn't literally get home until what time was it? About 4 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I was at work in the middle of dinner service. Well, not dinner service, but I was in the middle of dinner time at work Friday, and I always have my watch on me. It's connected to my phone, sitting on my belt loop because we can't wear any. We have to be bare from the elbows down for work, like with nurses and all that. And I looked down at my watch because it was going off, and it was a message from my ex-wife that said, "Can't talk. Get to the hospital quick. Car accident. Roxanne possibly has internal bleeding." And I'm trained not to panic, but when you get a message like that, I started to freaking panic. So I ran up to the hospital, which was a block away from my work. And yeah, so my ex-wife and kids were in a car accident. So it was really, really freaking scary. Very, very lucky. They were lucky. Red P plater pulled out in front of them in a 100k zone. So they're going up a hill. There's a truck. Them's in 2 lanes on one side, and it goes from 2 lanes on the other side of the road, but it goes into one. They're going up, and the truck decides to turn off to go down the side, the road down the side, and this red P plater didn't see the ex-wife's car, pulls out in front, and it's 100 zone, and then bang, hit. She slammed on the brakes, but hit into him. So yeah, the youngest, because she was in the car seat, she was fine. But it was very, very scary. I run up to the emergency. I'm still in my work uniform. They all thought I was a nurse. Worked there, did all the paperwork and everything, and I ran through the back. This is what I was saying earlier, my PTSD got set off today. And the nurse takes me through the back, go in there, and Roxanne is on this gurney, collar on, and the nurse goes, "Dad's here," and she just screams out, "I love you, Dad," and just putting her hands out. So then next second, my son comes in through the other doors, in the same condition, a neck brace on. So yeah, it was scary as shit. Both of them got released today. They thought that Roxanne could have possibly had internal bleeding, but all the tests and scans and X-rays and everything, she doesn't. So yeah, it was a big friggin' shock. And that's why I haven't slept since Thursday night. Yeah, they just got out today, and I get to pick them up tomorrow. So I promised them shitloads of ice cream. So I've got like 2 tubs of ice cream in the freezer, and a big box of ice creams as well. But everyone's safe. Everyone's like all good. My ex-wife, she's got a fracture in the radial, so she can't drive or do anything for 3 weeks, and she's in a sling. But yeah, very, very lucky. Just, yeah, guy didn't see because they're in the blind spot because there's 2 lanes and the truck's going up and then decides to turn. He's thinking it's clear, just pulls out and 100k zone, bang. So just a freak accident and some really scary shit. So yeah, I had as I was saying, I already suffer from PTSD, and we're in the middle of Audi today doing shopping, and the cash register starts pinging, and I have a bloody mental breakdown because I'm getting flashbacks to the hospital with the machines going ping, ping, ping all around. But yeah, so that's why I look like fucking shit because I haven't slept. So they're all good, all safe. So yeah, very, very lucky. Let me quickly catch up on comments here. Yeah, we'll definitely have to catch up now that the COVID's lifting. We're really good here. We're 80%, I believe we are now. First dosed in Victoria. Keep a flashlight on my belt, one thing I need to find in the dark. Yeah, that's what I'm actually waiting on one of them. Yeah, how they going after that accident, mate? So yeah, I thought I'd do a live stream to try and take my mind off everything tonight. Yeah, I'm printing some stuff up for America. For the guys making the Punagotchi. I've kind of started off now, everyone's coming in. I started off at the beginning, talking about the new direction that I'm actually taking DALP. So, still got back issues. Back issues sometimes they never heal, like mine for instance. But yeah, at the start of this I was talking about the direction where I'm not just going to be focused, I'm not just going to be a basic lock sport channel like I used to be, more like a security explorer. So going to look at a lot more than just basic bypass methods and stuff. As I said, we're going to look into Wi-Fi hacking, all the stuff that I'm studying more and more. A lot of electronic stuff and new devices got on the way and all this other stuff. More pen testing kind of things. Social engineering, which someone said to me the other day at work, how the hell do you know everything that goes on around here at work? And I'm like, don't tell anyone, but I use social engineering to find out everything that's going on. And I know about stuff that everyone else doesn't. And they're like, how the hell did you know that? And stuff. I'm talking about EDC, as I say, I've got my EDC bag, but the other thing I'm working on, which I haven't finished just yet, that I carry every single day, is actually my Edc Belt Organizer, which if I stand up, you can kind of see, sits right here. Yeah, it's a leather, one of those Leatherman leather belt holders that are organised that you can get off of eBay. Standard ham radio test. Yes, I actually just ordered a ham radio as well. I've got mine not to use. Mine is not to speak through. My one, I bought one of the Bofang 10Rs, I believe it is, which is their latest one. It reckons it's 300 watts. Bullshit, because you'll be able to cook a fucking side off that aerial if it's 300 watts. But I just ordered one of them, which hopefully will be here tomorrow according to the tracking, which will be cool. But I've got mine more to scan and listen to, and stuff like that, more than actually, I don't want to communicate through it. I have normal UHF CB radios for that. I've got one that sits at the back door, which is a little portable one, and I have the big one in my ute, which I have going all the time whenever I'm driving. So I've got them, but this one's just to listen to listen out to everything as well. Put on the scanner mode. for that license. So yeah, I'm not looking to get my license. I've got a UHF, old police scanner UHF sitting behind the printer there, which I listen to sometimes when I'm sitting up here. But yeah, I wanted to get into the ham radio stuff as well, which will be a part of my EDC, which will get fixed onto my bag there, so I can actually listen to stuff when I'm out and about, and it all comes down to security. So I've got that on the way. But as I said, I carry that Edc Belt Organizer, which comes in very handy at work. One of the things, since we aren't allowed to carry knives in Australia, I always, as you know, have a tactical pen with a glass breaker. So you always need a pen, always have one on hand. Glass breaker. I've done the reviews of these ones. They're a good self-defense tool as well, in the right hands. So that clips into there. I've got a little 90,000 lumen pen torch on the way to go on here as well. I also have two little multi-tools that I carry. Yep, can't carry knives, but not without a legitimate legal reason. Well, legitimate reason. Self-defense and stuff, you can't. Got to chat to you later about Cert 2 and 3 and tech security. Yeah, I'm looking into that. Well, I've still got to get the other security licensing sorted with you, Daryl, for the locksmithing stuff. The security installer's license. I carry two little multi-tools on there, little Punisher skull, pry bar, spanners set, whatever you want to call it. I carry one of them. We're allowed to carry multi-tools with a knife on it, yeah. I also carry this one here, which comes in handy as well, one of those 20-in-1 little multi-tools. It really does come in handy. So, carry that on my belt. They come in handy for when I'm at work. And stuff like that. So always helpful to have. So that this all clips onto there. I will actually go through this organizer in a proper video once I've got the rest of the stuff for it. And the multi-tool that I carry is this one here, which there's one reason why I bought it. It actually has a shifter on it. You never see multi-tools with a shifter. I mean, yeah, if you use it on anything, super heavy duty, you're going to break it. But for little nuts and bolts and stuff like that, it comes in handy. It has the pliers, so you can they lock in, little tab right here. So you push down, the handle comes out for the pliers, the wire cutter and grips and everything like that. It's actually quite nice. Nice to carry. It's well. It does come with a knife as well, but don't really use the knife unless I have to. And also screwdrivers, which are hidden in the handle just here. So it's actually kind of nice to push out the screwdriver bit that you want, and then you can stick it in here. Use that end, which I've actually used at work to screw in the door handle that was coming off. I went to go into a resident's room, the door handle was hanging off, screw had come out, so I just used this to screw it back in. That's what I mean, it comes in handy. I'm not going to call maintenance to come down just to put a freaking screw in, back in. Or if you need to, you can actually fit it in there and do it that way. So another reason why I carry the other screwdrivers in there and the ratchet one. If it's in a tight spot and stuff, I'm going to use the ratchet one to get a bit more force on it. And then once you finish with the bit, you can just push it back in to the handle and they all sit in there. So nifty little multi-tool, which I got off eBay. It comes in handy for what I need it for. So that fits in the Leatherman holder there. But as I said, I've got a torch on the way, the 90,000 lumens one. Show it. So yeah, that's coming, but I'll go into more detail on my Edc Belt Organizer, and I'll go right through my Edc bag once it's all finished. Once I get all the Wi-Fi armadillo and the Punagotchi and all this stuff coming in as well. So let me quickly catch up on comments. I'm allowed to carry multi-tools with a knife on it. Yeah. Yep, that's them. I do love a good, yeah, it comes in handy. I mean, you carry shit around in your pockets, but having it on your belt here, just, it's so much easier. I got to update, nothing wrong with sales at your home front. Always have a knife in my multi-tool, carried knives since I was 11 years old. Yep, I've always had a blade on me. I actually carry one in my wallet, and stuff, so I'll actually put all my EDC stuff. So that's what I was saying at the beginning, which I'll cover again since there's more people in it. So right at the beginning, and I've actually, as I said, I've updated the About section on the website to kind of go into more of what I'm going to be doing and what I'm looking into and what I'm hopefully turning DALP into. And I also updated the About section on YouTube here, which I also put in that little legal disclaimer saying that these videos are just for educational purposes. You know, don't do anything fucking stupid. That's why I always say, hashtag it, keep it legal. So, started off as a basic lock sport channel, like a lot of people that actually watch me are just what we call lock sporters. They just focus on picking locks and simple bypasses and stuff like that, and little bits and pieces that they find interesting. I'm kind of dived away from that quite a bit recently, as you know. Got more into product development, like the Joker donuts that I'm making, the glow in the dark donuts, the tactical ones, which I'm waiting on the resin to come in. The Viking Slim Jim bands, which keeps selling like fucking hotcakes over to America. I actually just sent one up to Northern Territory. A guy ordered one, and I wear one every single day, which is the, bracelets that are actually a Slim Jim band. I've shown you, you've seen them, how they work if you follow me on Instagram. So I've got into product development and stuff like that for covert carry. I'm also now going to be looking more and doing more videos on the hacking and covert entry, stuff like that. So I'm stepping away from the basic lock sports. I still will be a lock sport channel in a way, but I'm branching it to all other forms of security, the social engineering, looking at the forensics on pins, looking with the electronic microscope, multiple methods of cutting keys or copying a key, like the key casting or decoding from photos. I keep getting people sending me photos of keys saying, can you decode this one for me? I had a guy, I've got keys, master keys and stuff like that. We'll look into them, what they are useful for, why I carry them. So I'm going to be looking into a lot more than just basic lock picking. I've kind of stepped away from that a bit recently, as you know, with the videos. I still do reviews of products, but we're going to be looking more into the underdoor tool, which I have mine sitting. Get the fuck off there, you. Get at you. Thank you. My underdoor tool, which I actually have sitting here. So we're going to look at these more and stuff like that. So I'm going to go over a lot more than just lock sport stuff. So yeah, DALP is adapting, it is changing, it is evolving, it is manipulating. Well, not manipulating, but yeah, it is becoming more than what it was. So I'm actually really excited to take this new step down. The same EDC now that I carry, covering stuff like that, awesome stuff to carry on you. I actually just did a video up for Instagram, which kind of went big out on Instagram. A lot of people started sharing it around, which was a video on reverse picking, wafer locks as a simple little method. Also, I did a bit of a write-up with photos of why you don't leave your keys sitting on a bench somewhere, or why you don't go, I just bought a house, holding your fucking key to the front door out going, hi, see the house behind me? I just bought it. And I'm like, yes, and I can actually just decode and cut a key from your fucking photo. So I did a big thing about a post on that up on Instagram, which kind of went bang, and everyone's like tagging people in and saying, check this out, this is what, we've been telling you about. So all this stuff is just going to start coming out more and more. We're going to look into it in more detail. So, are you going to change your name? No, I'm not going to change my name. It's always going to be DALP, Dark Arts Lockpicking. It's the brands that it is. I still do the lock picking. Lock picking is still a big one. Great to get passwords and decoding keys. Exactly. Another one I'm going to put up soon, which I'll tell you is now. We're all on, well, not all of us, 99% of us are on Facebook, are we not? And we all use social media. Facebook's a big one for this, big one for these, which is just fucking stupid. And I kind of want to just slap people that do this. And if you do it, slap yourselves. You see the ones of the lists. So you see the lists of things, you know, where you got to put in the questionnaires, you know, like just for fun shit, you know, they put up like, you know, it starts off with the simple questions, you know, like, well, how old were you when you had your first drink? You know, how old were you when you first drove a car? Then it's, you know, it goes on to, what's the name of your first pet? What's the name of, you know, the street you lived on, and all this stuff. It's all fucking data gathering. It is all ways that hackers can, what they are is the security questions that you actually put when you lose your password. So if you lose your password to YouTube, or you forget your password to your email account, and you always have the backup way of trying to get to your password or reset your password, which it says, it asks you a security question, which could be, what was the first make of car you ever had? Or, you know, what was your favourite subject at school? And, you know, you've just given people the fucking answers that you would use on Facebook, social media platform. You know, people do this all the time. And, you know, the first town, the town you were born in, wow, you just give me a list, so I can literally just take, say, for example, I'm just going to use one of you as a random, let's find the person. Little Picker. So I'll just take Little Picker, I'm just looking around, email address. Type it in, say it's littlepicker@gmail.com or whatever. Type in littlepicker@gmail.com. Type in a random, make up a password. Oh, you forgot your password. Right, go to try and recover it. You know, it's a question. What was the first town that lived in? Oh, Little Picker, I know you put up on Facebook the other day. Let's have a look at this questionnaire you just bloody filled out. You know, gives you the freaking answers to it. So it's a good way for people to, you know, look into and actually work out what your passwords were. Litter Picker, yeah, I don't know. I haven't slept. So I said 3 hours, maybe 4 hours sleep since Thursday night. I'm still going. So yeah, there's that. A great, if you actually watch Netflix, one that a series that I really highly recommend. So if you are on Netflix, look out for Spycraft. It's a TV series that actually goes through man-in-the-middle attacks, and a lot of stuff. And you think, oh, spies, you know, the movies, and you know, oh, it's all bullshit. And it's back during they go right back to like the Cold War and stuff like that, when spies, you know, all methods they use. But the thing is, spies are still existent today. They are still spies. And I actually covered one which was about assassinations and everything. So they got ones, you know, like assassination that happened in England back in, I think it was like 2017 or whatever it was. The attempted assassination, I think it was of a Russian. You know, it's all in this Spycraft on Netflix. If you haven't watched it, fucking watch it. It is really interesting. And if you're one that gets paranoid very easily, don't watch it. But, you know, it talks about man-in-the-middle attacks, and that virtually every single airport in the world has a tower set up there, which they literally, as soon as people get off the airplanes, they turn their phones on, and the first thing your phone does is try to find the nearest tower, cell phone tower. So what this does is the actual man-in-the-middle tower that they use, which governments use, is your phone goes to that one, and then that sends it off to the main tower. So it's kind of like a man in the middle that's, you know, stops, takes your signal, and bounces it across. And literally, as soon as your phone connects to that, the government has it so that it can literally download everything off your phone, or it can actually put a virus across onto your phone. and stuff like that, and they can literally track your phones or do whatever they want. It's how they find spies and stuff. Nearly every airport has them, so as soon as you go near there, government's already bloody on your phones if they want to from this, and they actually explain this in the TV series, which is really, really freaking interesting. So if you haven't already, called Spycraft up on Netflix, check it out. As I said, unless you get, paranoid very easily, and don't watch it. That's why Blaze didn't watch it, because she'd start freaking out. Another reason why, if you're near an airport, put your phone in an RFID Faraday bag. You can actually buy little Faraday bags to put electronic devices in. I've actually got one on the way, which I'll do a video of as well, which blocks out the signal from everything. So yeah, helpful little piece of kit to have. So quick, what have we got here? Dumpster diving, yep. Facebook is trash. I use it mainly just to talk to family and stuff, but had a meeting the other day. We all put the phones in the car and walked. Yep. It's amazing you can actually rogue access points at CAFs, airports, etc. Yeah, Wi-Fi pineapples. They literally, your device, say you always connect your device, your phone or your computer, you go to cafes and you always connect to the cafe's Wi-Fi. Somebody's sitting there with a Wi-Fi pineapple, which I would love to get my hands on, but I can't justify it, and Blaze wouldn't let me spend about $300 plus another $250 on top of it. I think close to like $500-600 to get one over here. I'd love to have one, but for playing around with. But what it actually does is it pretends to be that that Wi-Fi. So then your phone, say you always connect to Joe Blow's Cafe Wi-Fi. So this, you type in on the Wi-Fi panel and everything, Joe Blow's, cafe Wi-Fi. Your phone or your device will connect to that, and it also connects to that, and then they can actually see everything that you search. So it's kind of like, again, a man in the middle of attack. This Wi-Fi armadillo that's actually getting made for me and sent to me is a device which actually spams stuff like that and shuts it down. So it's like a little self-defense tool for Wi-Fi. As long as it is plugged in, anything that is sniffing Wi-Fi's or devices, such as the Wi-Fi pineapple and everything, this Wi-Fi armadillo spams it until it shuts down. And as soon as you turn the power off to your armadillo, it allows it to come back up and working. So it's a little, safety tool, which, as I was saying, the guys build me one and sends it over, which I cannot wait to play with. See, rookie? So yeah, this is all the stuff that I'm going to be diving into and looking into a little bit more. Daryl's a great one. If when I was talking to him, about computer hacking and stuff like that, he knows a lot into that. So I will be picking his brain as well as these InfoSec guys that I talk to over in America. So yeah, I've got big plans for DALP in that way. Looking into more of this stuff. It's just I haven't got bored with lock sport. I'll never get bored with lock sport. I still love picking locks. I was actually picking locks here the other day. But I'm finding all aspects of it interesting now. So saying, I was explaining what I do to an activities at work the other day. I was actually explaining everything that I do to the elderly people for an activity and stuff, and I was explaining, all the stuff I'll look at and how I can't walk into a shopping centre or a fucking shop without looking like I'm casing the joint, because I'm seeing what security cameras do they use, and what brands. Trying to determine what their field of view is. Is there any, black spots in there? I'm looking at what strike plates they use, what locks they use, what security settings, systems they have in place. All this shit I am looking at. Like, I've gone down the rabbit hole, as Pocket Woman said. I've gone down everything I find to do with security. Just completely fascinating, and yeah, it's become quite bad. I wouldn't say bad, I love it. But yeah, it freaks out a lot of people when they start finding out, how I can, disable Wi-Fi security cameras and stuff, and get in, get out, no one can see me. How most doors that aren't installed properly, I can slip them, slip the latches and stuff like that. I explain all this to people, and I find it interesting. They find it terrifying. So yes, I've gone down the rabbit hole, but what better way to get all of you down the rabbit hole with me than to share it? So DALP will be growing, and that's why I said the website about section has changed to state that. That's why I'm doing the research. Yeah, most people wouldn't be bothered and they find it boring. What freaked out, well, a couple of the elderly people at work, you think about hacking and stuff like that. So back in the day, you hear of hackers, and I've met a few. We had a guy that I grew up around, fascinated with computers, always on him. He's good to hack and do all this stuff, computers, when we were in primary school. It was bloody blew my mind. There's another guy we knew, which was everyone called him R2D2. He came around and fixed the old man's computer once, and then he goes, I've ordered the pizza, I'll pay for it on your card. And the old man's like, you never had my card. And he goes, well, you put it in your computer. He goes, I found it. You deleted it ages ago, but there's like a little file hidden away here. He explained, this guy was freaking like R2D2. You watch the movie Hackers, the old 1995, I believe it was, classic, which I actually showed my kids the other week. All this stuff, you think about, but it's actually become so mainstream these days that it's not fucking funny. I mean, you got Hack5 on YouTube and all these other channels that do hacking. And as I said to the other people, you can walk into a post office or the news agency, which I did when I was in there sending stuff off. I was posting off parcels to people with stuff they've ordered off. You can literally buy magazines on silicon chips. This is actually one I got just to have a look at. It teaches you step by step about how to make a telecom phone intercom, gravitational waves and how they're detected, 2 or 3 way active, crossover. Stuff you can build, you can buy. I was looking at their 3D printers and they're way overpriced for this. Really overpriced. Like, ridiculously overpriced. But it talks about the microcontrollers, like the little... Where are we? They actually sell them in here. What was it? They had FlashForge Adventure 3 printer. Similar to like the one I got there, the fully enclosed one. $849 on here, which is bloody ridiculous. But it talks about, or it has all these circuitries that you can actually build, devices you can build with ESP boards, ESP32. Literally the board I've got sitting in my bag right here, Bluetooth and everything on it. It has them in here. You can order them. It teaches you how to build stuff out of them, like the security camera or the little Wi-Fi cameras I've got. G'day James. But as I was saying, hacking has become so mainstream. You can actually go out and buy a magazine which is 101 cool hacking Linux hacks. Like literally, it has step-by-step instructions on using Linux to hack and stuff like that. It is so mainstream. We've got magazines and a freaking, everything, as I was saying, everything's becoming digital. I actually was talking about the hacking stuff with one of the guys at work, maintenance guy, and stuff like that. And I said, next minute we get a message that some hackers are calling up, pretending to be security, IT people, having trouble getting onto the system, the file system that we use to store the residents' information on. And someone said to me, why would hackers want to get information like that? And I said, well, why would hackers want to hack my website? Or try to. I said, how much damage could they do with one person's bank details? I said, we have on the, systems at work, the hackers, they have all the residents' information, their medical history, their names, where they've lived, everything. So it has all their information that people can make a fake ID or steal their identity. You know, why would people don't think of that stuff? How much did your printer cost? The Flash Forge Adventures the 3, that fully enclosed one, that was just under 400, I think it was. It was like $3.99 or something like that. The Ender 3, which I've got going at the moment, that one was 200 or 300 something. I can't remember exactly. Very few are acquiring the info, much less buying the gizmo, putting in the work. Yeah, I mean, it's true, not many people do this stuff, but it's still there and still possible. Like the video that Charles put up the other week about, you know, a hacked and modified Game Boy that can unlock cars and start them and stuff like that. It's amazing. People can. One they were designing called the Flipper. I don't know if it actually came about, where it could steal garage door opening codes and stuff like that, and you can use them to open garage doors and it saves them all into a file and shit. You know, this technology is out there if people want to get it and do the wrong things. So yeah, it's just you know, I try and make people more aware of all this stuff. So I keep saying to the people that leave their keys sitting on the bench at work, I'm like, leave them there. I want to take a photo one day. I said, you know, I'll take a photo of your key. I will cut one, and then bring it into you and say, look, I've got your bloody key. Just for freaking fun, because they keep leaving. They don't listen. Oh, it's fine. I'm like, well, not really. What if you do that out in public? You sit your keys down somewhere, and someone that with a basic knowledge like mine can go take a photo and then quickly cut one using cheap methods like the Lishy key cutter that you can buy for freaking $30. You know, key blanks off of eBay. 10 minutes to learn how to fucking do it, and then you can copy people's keys. So I'm just going to check this because I'm actually printing a Punagotchi case, and I'm doing it in the Iron Man colours, the gold and the red, to send it over to America, to the guy who's making me the Punagotchi. Yeah, average thief would, you know, brute force. G'day, Fred. So yeah, someone said to me the other, like, you know, whenever people say, "Oh, you're a criminal," you know, like, you teaching people how to break into houses and shit. I'm like, dude, they're not going to spend years mastering what I do. They're not going to spend years learning how to pick locks and stuff like that. As I said, you know, criminals, and you have a look at it. Right? What do you have sitting right next door to your front door? Most people. A big ass freaking window. So a criminal isn't going to spend 20 minutes picking the lock on your front door or learning how to pick a lock, spending ages learning to master it. They're just going to smash the freaking window, jump through, grab what they fucking want, which is usually a TV or stereo or something like that, and then get out through the window. They're not going to spend freaking ages picking your locks. So, you know, it's kind of funny, as I said, you know, we spend so much money on security. You can get new front door locks that RFID, you can you know, control them off your phone. We've got cameras built in so that when someone presses your doorbell, video comes up and shit like that. We spend so much money, security cameras around and stuff like that. Thousands of dollars, but you got a freaking glass window there which they're still going to throw something through and then get in and get your shit. They're not going to learn all this stuff. You know, so no, I'm not teaching bloody criminals. I'm making people more aware, but I mean, not every house, and you look freaking weird if you're going to have giant iron bars on your windows to stop shit like that. You know, having your house locked up by Fort Knox. Just crowbar, exactly. Since I've been seeing you. Yeah, Don's has been in witness protection. His wife found out how much money he's spending on eBay. Not, yeah, don't look at my eBay. Literally how much I've spent lately on all this shit to bring us, and stuff that I'm upgrading and doing. Oh yeah, smash that like button. Really do appreciate it. So yeah, I do have, as I was saying earlier, my digital microscope that we spoke about in the live stream I did not long ago. I ordered one of them and got it in. And then after I ordered this one, I found another one which I could have spent another $10 and got Bluetooth or Wi-Fi enabled, so I could actually literally watch it through my phone. Use it wirelessly through my phone and have a look at it. Are they any good? It's not too bad. When we went for a walk the other weekend, brought the kids back, and we actually collected, they grabbed leaves or flowers, whatever they wanted to look at when we were out in the walk, bark, moss, and we put it under the microscope and had a look close up. It's actually really, really cool to look at. So, yeah, it's just freaking awesome. Want to get one for my coins. Cool. Speaking of coins, I just sold 3 of the 0 fucks coins that I got up on the website, up Northern Territory as well. Which was bloody awesome. But I've got one available at the moment, but I've got 3 of the Viking Slim Jim bands up for sale. Well, one at the moment, I've got 3 of them there. I'll chat to you tomorrow, Daryl. I've got to book in and do these security courses and everything with you, so I can get all my security licensing stuff and be more professional than this cunt that I am. So, thanks, Daryl. I'll talk to you soon, mate. But I do have some Joker nuts, Joker donuts. People are weirded out by when I laughed whenever I said Joker's nuts. But, yes, the Joker donuts, which come out pretty freaking cool, and they glow really well if you've seen the video. So yeah, I've got them. They will be going up on the website soon. It's a lot bigger than the one I wear. I've got to upgrade this one. I'll put one of these on it and wear a giant one. I actually keep one on my Edc bag, as you saw, with the whole hanging on the front just here, so I'm going to find it in the dark. But yeah, that's what I mean. Well, stuff I'm working on. Product development. So, yeah, that's my plan with DALP, is to start going through that. We're going to look at, as I said, covert carry, covert entry and covert carry. So we're going to look at making and designing and coming up with ideas of stuff that you can use that looks like other objects. Like I said, covert carry, Viking Slim Jim band. It's a Slim Jim, but it's a bracelet you can wear every day. No one would look twice at it, but you can use it to slip a latch. People get the RFID implants, but if you're like me and you're absolutely petrified of freaking needles, they glow, yeah. Joker nuts. What exactly are the Joker nuts for? What do they do? I don't have my big torch in here. I did a video on them. They glow in the dark, so literally they glow really bright, and stuff like that. It's like a tactical little donut that you can carry. They're very, very popular over in America. There's actually a couple of people that produce them over there. Not like mine. Mine are different. I want to look at covert carry. You'll see the rings that I wear. One of them is 3D printed. The other one's RFID. It's an RFID card in a ring. So instead of having swap cards, I can literally program it onto my ring, and use that to swipe to open doors and stuff. So we're going to look at covert carry, stuff like that. What you can hide in, and what looks like an everyday item that can be used as something else. What's that? I want something where I can enter car parks that have the arms, so I can get parking in the city. Yeah, because as I was joking around, I said it to Daryl once. I'd absolutely love to know if there was like a master. We got master keys. like the one I sell. Shit, where is it? I got one of them over here. The LF8 key, master key. Right, stuff's master key. Now I turn around and joking around. I'm like, I wonder. I haven't found any information on it, and more than likely there's not, because it can't be that. People can't really be not that stupid, but it's not one of those programs that will work in that way. But I was thinking, like, how cool would it be? The fruit parks, Spocking's business. How cool would it be if there was like a RFID master key? That a lot of stuff had a basic swipe card with the same number that a lot of things would use. That would be really freaking useful. Yeah, exactly. That's what the Joker nuts are for. So I'll go grab the torch. We'll turn some lights off, and I'll show you kind of what they're for. I spoke about it in the video, but the Joker nuts actually light up better with a. You can see my EDC. Yep. They light up better with a UV light, and I've ordered one. I'm waiting for it to come in. These are the new. Well, this is one batch that I've got on the way that's still got to be finished. So let's turn some lights off. Okay. Ooh, isn't it dark in here? Like that, so you can't really. Well, you can see the one on my neck's glowing, and it's kind of like. Yeah, torch. Alright, torches are bloody bright. But actually, if you have a torch, right, you're trying to look around in a room, it's a little tip for you. Alright. You're looking around in the room, or you're trying to light up a room, your power goes out, and you're pointing the torch where you want to see. Yeah, it lights up alright, as you can see. Let me move this camera up here. Right. It kind of lights up alright, you can kind of see, but if you shine up to the roof, now it lights up like we're in bloody daylight, or we actually have the light on, because the roof's starting to push light down. So yeah, it's just a little tactical torch. It's actually super bloody powerful, bright, kind of light up, joking up. Yeah, each system has their own one, but that's what I mean. Like, wouldn't it be cool if So these will light up a lot better, light up sunlight and stuff like that during the day, or ultraviolet for a few seconds, about 10 seconds on the ultraviolet, and it will glow really bright. But this one has strobe, sorry, SOS. But you want something that's covert to carry, but you can light up. These things, as you can see, glow bright. I can actually light up around the room and look and see what I want. They glow really bloody bright. By a little tactical light, you can use it kind of like if you use a glow stick, but these are reusable 1,000 times. And if you need to hide it, it's a lot easier to cover this up, still use it, cover it up, than trying to fumble with a torch. So yeah, they work really bloody well. Even in daylight, you can still see them glow. The only way you can steal someone's RFID is to have a sniffer panel. Or, not a sniffer panel, but the best way to steal someone's RFID codes is to do what the Deviant says, where they have the thing in the backpack, or put a ESP chip on their RFID readers, and then when they scan, take their credentials and then program your own card using them. Using the stuff. Covert underwear is the thing. The girls tell the gentleman's equipment because authorities too thoroughly. I actually just purchased it. Everyone kept tagging me in it every year. So I actually went fuck it and bought it. the tactical Christmas stocking. I've got one of them on the way. It was like it says $19 by the time I bought it, and the conversion rates of American and got it here. It was like $60 odd. I hope we get some other stuff in it. They glow heaps. Yes, they do. Yeah, the only way to find out the premises RFID is to, install an ESP chip, take their credentials, or use a sniffer panel, the ones that Deviant's done videos on. You can actually build them. Walk past and catch their RFID cards or read them in a way. And then you need a RFID programmer, one that plugs in, which I'm actually going to buy to put into my case, my RFID case. I've got the little portable copiers, which you've all seen, but I'm actually looking to get an Proxmart 3 so that I can do other stuff with it as well. But I also got to buy a new laptop because the one I'm using is that old, it's not funny, and it's so freaking slow, and it's not mine, it's actually the ex-wife's. I'm just using it to run this stuff. We're at 25%. Need to go a little bit more, and then I can switch them over and add the red colouring. So I'm doing Iron Man coloured penning tray. Friggin' holder. Stories Live starts at 5. Yep, so I'll wrap this one up because I've got stuff to do, and then maybe try and get some sleep. So yeah, big things are coming from DALP, or coming for DALP, as I said. We're going to be going and looking into a lot more than just the basic lock sports. We're going to look at social engineering, how we can use it. I'll have some fun where I'll have like a photo of a door system, and then people can go, well, what methods of attack can we use on this door, and stuff. Make it a bit more interesting, and stuff. So I'm going to get these courses done, everything that I'm going to be working on. Hopefully bringing us a lot more. Once I get these security courses done, I can do a lot more and add a lot more services to DALP. But anyway, have a bloody good one, guys. Thanks for sticking around and checking out the live stream. Just wanted to do a quick catch up, try and take my mind off everything that's been going on. I had to get some printing done because I haven't done any. Get some work done. If I get COVID underwear, I'll lose my pickup. The Bronx Picker 6 is a charity giveaway. I have not. I haven't done it yet. As I said, with everything that was going on, I wrote down all the names. I've got all the names of everyone right here. So I'm going to do the draw. Butcher's Block, I've got to talk to you to organise that stuff. I've got to run out to my brothers and grab some salt. Don's has got his stuff organised. I've got the stuff there. Just with everything that happened this weekend, I was going to do it this week. Work has just been super freaking crazy this week. And then everything else on top. That's why I haven't been around much or doing much videos, because I've just been so fucking busy, it's not funny. And then I have a massive fucking spanner thrown in the works. So, yeah, I've had a lot going on recently. So, I do apologise. I will get it. And I will do it. I'll write it, cut out everyone's names, and we'll do the draws of the 5 prizes and stuff like that. So, Butcher's Block, if you're still watching, mate, hit me up, send me a message. So that I can work out the stuff with you for that that you said about. So, budgie sparklers. Covert underwear. Wow. I love covert stuff and tactical stuff. It's freaking awesome. So I'm going to be looking into more of that stuff as well. So everyone, go check out Starry Locks Live. I'll pop over if I get a chance. Once I get some work done and try and clean up. Can't wait till tomorrow when I get to pick my kids up tomorrow morning after Blaze finishes night shift, and I can go and get her. But yeah, new and exciting things coming for DALP. DALP is growing. We're looking at more at security exploration and security testing. More methods than just basic lockpicking. We're going away from lock sport. So lots of shit coming out, hacking and everything else. You can a little bit of everything for everyone. Plus whatever else other shit I want that I think is bloody interesting. So, if you want to chat, hit us up. Go and check out my Instagram as well. I am very, very popular on there at the moment. Well, not popular. I am very big on there. Not big. I'm posting a lot on there lately and catching up with a lot of other security professionals. So I'm talking to Army guys, corporals in American Army over there at the moment. People that do hacking, ethical hacking and stuff like that. Uncensored Tactical, who are on YouTube here, I'm chatting with them, and a lot of other guys, stuff, new and exciting security stuff. Other security professionals, I should say. I am, going backwards and forwards with them. I'm teaching them a lot, they're teaching me a lot. So that's why I can bring you a lot more. I'm just working my ass off to get everything, set up and going for you. So thanks all for sticking around. Thank you everyone for, keeping the prayers of the car accident with the kids. They're all safe, they're all good now. They are home. I just can't wait to have them here. That's why, normally I have them every weekend, but yeah, he isn't sleeping for hours with this. Yeah, I'm like overtired. 3 hours sleep since Thursday. Every time I close my eyes, I just keep getting flashbacks of the emergency. Seeing the kids laying in bed with freaking collars and wires all hanging off. Especially when you work in nursing like I do, and the nurses are standing there and they're talking medical jargon, and they're like, "Oh, her echo doesn't look good. Like it's within normal ranges, but it's off." And I'm like, "I know what that fucking means. So don't say that shit." But yeah, it was all good. So yeah, have a good one, guys. Check out Starries. Share your love with everyone else that joins in these live streams. Don't forget, share this DALP around. Tell everyone about the new way we're looking. The more this channel gets out there, the more stuff that comes in, the more I can give back to everyone. I'm gonna have some reviews coming up. I'm gonna have some more giveaways. The Bronx Lockpicker 61. I'm gonna be doing. I might do some free giveaways of products with the 3D printed stuff and stuff like that. So yeah. Keep posted, share it around. I appreciate and can't thank every single one of you enough. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And I'll see you all bloody soon. So, cheers, guys. Now to get some work done. Well, try to.